tripled up. What? Banged on the whole game. I ain't give a nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked. Through fly check, no cosign. I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine and I take my time and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in this game are powerful races. Young then the set just doing it makeshift. Out the garage, it's how you end up in Georgia. It's how you end up in penthouses, end up in cars. It's how you start off a end up a boss. It's how you win the whole thing and live with sweat dripping down your face. Cause the mission was last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked.
I got the front and in the back. We on the way and that's a fact. This real, this ain't rap. Where everybody wanna act pro-black. The last lie you heard, this ain't that, this that. I didn't made it out the gutter. Nip told you the middleman. I told you wearing they clothes, I wear my own. Y'all can own y'all label, I own my own. Hey, Mill, I remember all that game you thought me. Round and get played by the label owners. Talk that to these Adrian Broner. But secure the window, don't let the game fool you. Cause when it's game over, it's when the game over. And all they do is play the game till this game over. And you be giving game like a big brother mission. Never let them take it from us.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and come next. Last time that I checked.
So you talking about what? I got nothing, man. I got nothing on no neck. No, straight like that, dude.
Mike Wilmer.
Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Nothing gets to me too close. Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. Ducking. And my guy design your face. Look in your eyes and I see. Hold on, be surprised when you see. Nothing for no nothing. Nothing gets to me too close. Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. I was ducking. Me and my guy design your post. Look in your eyes and I see. Hold on, be surprised when you see. Come through. What time you wanna you can't be the cops. I can't play myself out like that. Keep getting that dope. Counting mine, won't be trying to get no on my note. I would die bad on my look, my dog like farmers go. Ain't been sweet, but neither is me, so my be 300 or more. I keep close phones, but I don't boast. I know what it's like to not have that ain't gonna try me without saying I win it. Gonna disrespect the difference, try my straight up out that 6 ain't with what I'm with you getting dismissed. I give a fatal Jada kiss. Come through. What time you wanna, in my thought. Do I need go? Ain't got no time to get in. I can't leave my foot down bad like that. Guess I'm just gon' slow. Partner say he got. This where I'm focused. Need to up. You ain't gon' like that, step on my free world out there in the bluffy side, just might see me in. Can't turn me down, this ain't that vert. Got all was on, we cook, got off them. Got up every time I feel the dirt, got up every time I feel the dirt. You look fair to mention when you gossip in your kitchen, high up. Down some prison, high up. Down in trenches, huh? Come through. What time you wanna,
Opening tip won by the Nuggets. They get it first as we're underway at the Pepsi Center. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's Denver's ball. Nikola Jokic, he's never made the playoffs, but upon further review, he is a special center.
Got that 5-year extension for $146 million, and I'm willing to say this, he will be one of the future centers in the game.
Driving right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Jokic, they get it down to Millsap. Old school, backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Pass there, taken away by Denver. Jokic. The pass set it all up.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
James to ball. Nikola Jokic swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Nerlens Noel snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Lakers ball. And the basket good at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Murray with it. He'll run the offense. To Millsap. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And no emotion, just that ice-cold stare. That's a sign of somebody who's here to compete.
Missed a wide-open look. Short jumper off the mark.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Drive by Murray, but he can't finish.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
James. Nikola Jokic pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
And scores at the basket. Jay, tough recovery that time.
Ed, did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. Nothing going here on that drive. To ball. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Denver's got it. To Jokic. Here comes the screen. Nikola Jokic, defended by Nerlens Noel. Jamal Murray. A fundamental shot right there.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Lets it fly from long range. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Ball. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Now the Nuggets signaling for timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Barton to Jokic. Porter to Jokic. Has a chance. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To James. Big finish at the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Barton. Here comes the screen. Harris, picked up by Noel. To Porter. Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets. Porter. Jokic. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Good. Off a spin.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Not that time. To Ball. Down low, Noel. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Denver ball right now. And scores. Strong take.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Free throw's good. A 3-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Murray with the basketball. Looking to make something happen.
Hey, watch the screen left.
The drive. Right to the basket. Right down Broadway. 4-2.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Cashes in for 2.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Jokic. Doesn't get the bounce. Ah, the monster stuff. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Jokic. Nikola Jokic. He's 3 for 7.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Josh Hart. Paul Millsap with the block. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Entering the game for the Lakers, number 2, Lonzo Ball.
Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Jokic. Denver with 4 to shoot. And scores.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Nuggets with the basketball. To Jokic. Nikola Jokic. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. And he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 5, Will Barton. And number 24, Mason Plumlee.
JaVale McGee. For 3, message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Pass stolen by the Nuggets. To Will Barton. Defense making the ball carrier work. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. No good. The jumper's off the mark. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And finishes strong.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Knocked loose, and that's going to get out of bounds. So it stays Denver basketball. Time for some new personnel into the game. JaVale McGee sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Wide open look, won't go. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Ball. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Mason Plumlee, huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Late heave to beat the buzzer. First quarter in the books. The Nuggets with the lead. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
McGee powers it through. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
Martin into the front court. Down a point. Driving right to the basket. JaVale McGee rejects it. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
To Josh Hart. JaVale McGee. Mason Plumlee with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Will Barton at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. And that one out of bounds off a nugget, so it stays with the LA Lakers. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip-in.
Down low Plumlee. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission.
I mean, Ed, I get more and more impressed with guys' ability to shift their body. That's a Euro step, a side step. However they find a way to get through traffic and finish like that.
No good. Defense catching a break there. Knocked loose, and that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. It remains Nuggets basketball. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Stepping in
Porter.
for the Denver Nuggets, number 1.
Shot clock winding down. Short jumper won't go down. No good, and no foul. Porter to Will Barton. Slam dunk Will Barton.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Knocked loose. Nuggets have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Barton and the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Team foul number 2.
And a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Number 3. That's his third.
Time to shuffle things up.
Team foul number 3.
And that one.
Substitutions, Denver. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 3.
Nice pass to set things up.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Porter.
Oh, shoot that. You open?
The drive, right to the basket. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First one, count it.
Entering the game for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 23, LeBron James.
And he makes them both.
We know what's coming. Go get him.
Substitutions, Denver. Stepping in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 3.
Hey, big screen right there. Big screen.
Shot clock to 4 for the Nuggets.
A shot.
The shot by Murray, no good.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
To Jokic. Nerlens Noel sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Hey, check up. Let's go.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Jamal Murray picked up by Noel. And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Nikola Jokic at the line for 2 shots. A career 83% free throw shooter. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits his second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Fires the 3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have 2s when you can shoot 3s, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the 3-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
That's his 4th personal foul. Team foul number 3 for Denver.
Off the mark on the first free throw.
Entering the game for the Lakers. Number 2, Lonzo Ball.
Knocks down the second after.
Come on, y'all. Let's go get it. It's on us.
Substitutions, Denver. Subbing in
To James.
number 3.
Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
LeBron into the front court. The deficit is 6. Tough make through traffic.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
To Jokic. Barton down low Plumlee. Shot from the lane won't go. James into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. Nuggets have the possession. It was right there. Nerlens Noel tips it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Murray into the front court. All even here in the 4th.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Jumper's good.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
From the painted area, won't go down. Has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Nerlens Noel has got 2 shots coming. He's struggled so far. Misses the first. Missed the second one as well. Count it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To James. Trying to cash in. He's looking for that touch.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Flushes it home.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They absolutely needed that. Great job by the offense to be poised and create a shot to pull ahead.
Mason Plumlee able to recover with the block. 4-3. He's got it for 3.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Screen coming. Jokic picked up by Noel. It's no good. Great defense. To James. Slam dunk.
It's not every day that you see a 6'9", 265-pound freight train coming down the lane. You probably want to step out of the way.
Murray into the front court. Trailing by 4. Pass there, taken away by Denver.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
No good. That is great vision to set it up. Can't slam it down. To Jokic. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
JaVale McGee, a couple of free throws on the way. History not on his side. 58% from the line. And gets both to drop at the line. Driving right to the basket. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
To James. Fires the three. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot from it close, no good. To James. From long range. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
It's a turnover as they head the other way.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
And he finishes at the rim.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Jokic. Jamal Murray had made his first couple, but he misses there. Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Jokic. Denver with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Deep 2 there, won't go. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
Coming.